I could have handled it.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
You wouldn't have gone back to him, would you, Sal?
Look, I just want to get this whole thing over and done with.
Oh, I'm sorry. It can't be as bad as all that. I mean, they said you'd be out in 2 or 3 hours. You know, I'd do anything for you, don't you, Sal?
Oh, Tony.
Come on. We better get going.
Now, Bea, shouldn't you have some of the others doing that?
No, old Vinegar's keeping tabs on me.
Well, do you want a hand? Because after all, it was my fault you got into trouble.
Oh, me and Chrissy were headed for a scrap anyhow.
That Judy's real tough, eh?
I just need 1 minute alone with her.
Did she really lay into you right in front of everyone? You've been having it real tough since Lizzie and me got out, haven't you, Bea?
It just takes a while to break in the new recruits, that's all.
Yeah, but we know you're still the boss.
Now, God knows why, but I missed you and that old devil, Lizzie. Not that I'm glad to see you back in here. I don't know why I wasted my breath talking to you two.
You're supposed to be doing that, Smith.
Ah, yeah, well, it's a smoker, Mr. Jackson. Union regulations?
I can give you some more regulations if you like. Lizzie's here to see you, Doreen.
Oh, well, tell her I'm sick or something.
That's no way to treat Lizzie.
Yeah, I know, but if she'd just kept her silly mouth shut...
Oh, come on, it wasn't all Lizzie's fault.
She ain't tried to save you.
She's brought some things in for you. Do you want me to tell her to take them back?
Can't say I blame her if she wouldn't want nothing to do with me. You always said I was stupid, Miss Bennett, and you was right. I should never have been allowed outside. Rotten to the bone.
Will you go and sit over there, Birdsworth?
It's like old times, you telling me what to do, Miss Bennett. It gets a bit hard thinking for yourself after such a long time inside. And when I do, I bugger it up. I've taken the pledge, you know, Miss Bennett. We should get together sometimes and have a yarn about the good old days.
Will you be quiet?
Oh, Miss Bennett, you wouldn't.
Oh, don't be stupid, Birdsworth.
Come on, Lizzie.
You mean she'll see me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I always said you was all right, Miss Bennett. Good day, Dor.
Hello, Lizzie.
You mean you're not crook on me?
Oh, no, I reckon it's about time I faced up to my own mistakes.
I brung some of your stuff in. I tried to talk some sense into that coot down the bottle shop, but he wouldn't listen. Kevin came round. I covered up for you. He's coming around tomorrow. I don't know how long I can stall him off.
Well, he's got to know the truth, Lizzie.
What?
He's got to. I owe him that much. And you can tell him that if he doesn't want to see me, that I'll understand and that I'm sorry and that you know.
She's got to get off, isn't she, Mrs. Jackson?
I don't know.
But she's got to get off. Dawn never did nothing. Oh, God, Dawn, what are we going to do?
Now, Lizzie, if you'd go over and sign the visitor's book, and Doreen, you sign the property book, please.
I'm going to make a fortune on the Gigi's. I didn't get a chance to back Whiskey a Go-Go today. Had to go and see that rotten mongrel in the bottle shop. I'll bet the bloody thing wins, too.
I'm not going till I see Sharon Gilmore.
You will do as you're told.
I have to see her before I go. I can't go now.
You can
like
talk
this.
to her after the trial.
Now, look, if you're going to behave like that in court, you
Gets upset, don't you?
Where are you going, Lizzie?
She's more worried about Gilmore turning against her than her trial.
Well, she went to all that trouble to be with us.
Serves her right.
Right, come on, Doreen.
Just a minute. Did you see Birdsworth leave the building?
No, why? She wouldn't.
I wouldn't be surprised at anything she does. All right, Anderson. What's she up to?
Oh, I don't know, Miss Bennett. I never seen a thing.
Officer Knox, take Anderson back to her cell.
With the security gates closed, she can't have gone far.
She could be hiding anywhere. She could find a way around here blindfold.
Well, it seems to me that there are more women trying to get into Wentworth than out.
Mrs. Davidson,
Yes, Miss Bennett?
we've been looking for Birdsworth everywhere.
I was told you knew where she was.
Oh, must have slipped me mind. I could have
Come
sworn...
on, Birdsworth. This time I'll make sure that at least you reach the gates.
We haven't quite finished yet, thank you, Miss Bennett.
It was nice of you to worry about me, Miss Bennett.
That'll be the day.
Oh, come on, Mrs. Davidson. Your father was a judge. He must have taught you a few lurks.
Not that I can remember, Lizzie.
If Dor gets put away again and I'm not... I don't want to be out there on my own.
Oh, don't talk nonsense.
I've been here since this place was built. I know every brick. You're the boss, Mrs. Davidson. I wouldn't take up much room.
Well, you've settled into the halfway house now, Lizzie.
Yeah, but I can't stay there forever, you know.
Well, haven't you made other plans?
I was going to move in with Dora and Kev after they were married.
Well, you'll have some money soon. You could buy a place of your own.
What good's a house of me own? I could be dead for months and no one would miss me. It's hard to make friends at my age, Mrs. Davidson. All my friends are in here.
Well, maybe we're being a little premature. Doreen hasn't been sentenced yet.
I don't know what's going to happen when Kev finds out. He'll probably wipe us both. Dawn needs him, Mrs. Davidson. He's the first decent fella that's ever been any good to her.
You all right? Do you want to go for a drink or something somewhere?
I wouldn't mind.
Look at him, falling all over himself. How wet can you get?
Whatever happens tomorrow, don't try to elaborate. Just tell the truth, and I'm sure the magistrate will be fair.
Yeah, all right, Lizzie, what's going on?
Oh, what do you mean, creeping up on me like that? In my day, when things got tough, a young fella could take it. You can't just up and dump her when she hasn't done nothing, Kevin.
For crying out loud, what are you going on about?
It was my doing. She hasn't done anything that you could blame her for.
Lizzie!
She's been arrested, Kev.
What?
Excuse me, you must be Kevin.
Yeah.
I'm Erica Davidson, the governor of Wentworth Detention Centre.
So Doreen is back inside?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Yeah. And if a lady like Mrs. Davidson can stick by a door when things get a bit shaky, I don't see why you can't.
I think we should go inside and discuss this calmly, Lizzie.
Yeah, well, just what I was about to say, Mrs. Davidson.
Excuse me, are you really the governor of a jail?
Yes, and a friend of Lizzie and Doreen's.
Yeah, but what if she does have to go back?
Well, 6 months isn't a lifetime.
Of course it isn't. Now, if you had to wait for me for 20 years, that'd be different.
I know it isn't easy on family and friends, but believe me, it's far worse for the women inside. I've seen too many of them rejected.
Yeah, she only got carried away because she was so happy she was marrying you.
Doreen has been institutionalized most of her adult life. She thought that was the only thing she could expect. But you've given her something else, Kevin, a future.